Okay. Um, so find the hypotenuse of a right triangle whose legs measure 6 and 5. Okay. Your finals tomorrow.
It would be, yeah, it's tomorrow.
Okay. So that's 5 and 6. So that should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
5 squared plus 6 squared. So 61. So C is root 61.
Uh-huh.
If you're on to nearest tenths, play your calculator.
Uh-huh.
7.8.
All right.
Now, if you have this, what kind of triangle would that be? Actually, that would not be a triangle.
Ibris?
It does not exist because the longest side has to be shorter than the sum of the other two sides, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 17 must be bigger than 24, but it equals 24.
Yeah.
Or if 7 plus 17 was less than the other side, the longest side, then that also can't exist.
Yeah.
Now, another way you could do it, you could look at it too, is you could do a Pythagorean theorem.
Uh-huh.
It would satisfy its right triangle, but if a squared plus b squared is less than c squared, it's obtuse. If it's greater than c squared, it's acute, because it means this angle, which should be right angle, would be bending in or bending back. Okay. That's just again more Pythagorean theorem stuff. It's 9, just 6 and 6. So you're gonna be using a lot of Pythagorean theorem stuff. So like 24 is x squared plus 5 squared equals 8 squared. C would be 9 root 2. That's using the 45, 45, 90 ratios. X would be 6 root 3. That's using the 30, 60, 90 ratios. Because remember, the ratios go like this.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
X, 2x, x root 3. When that is 60 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30 degrees. Again, if you have this here, now for 27, you can say cosine 42 degrees
Yeah.
equals x over 12.
Uh-huh.
Where that is. And
Yeah.
here, sine x degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You might work that out.
So, two. Mm. Mm. Alright, so,
Okay. So that covers all those problems right there. That's pretty easy. And
yeah.
then
I got that
29.
step down chapter 8. I'm pretty good on.
Yeah, and then really quickly, the perimeter, the diagonal 16, well, x and x. So
Mm-hmm.
you can use the 45, 45, 90 ratios or do Pythagorean theorem, but x squared plus x squared.
Yeah.
2x squared equals 256.
Uh,
X squared is 128.
Yeah.
X will be root 120 or 8 root 2. Or 16 over root 2, you multiply top and bottom by root 2, and that works. So
Yeah.
that's Pythagorean theorem. Sorry, that's trig. That's 24. And you call it X. You could say tangent of sine 58 degrees and work that out.
Hmm. Our teacher said we're not gonna have that many word problems. I think we're gonna have like one.
Okay. Um, this right here, angle depression. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So here's the ship. Here's the water. It's doing this. So this is the angle depression. That's 13.2 degrees.
Yeah.
So that's 13.2 degrees. And that's 75.
Uh-huh.
How many meters is it from that point on the ocean floor? So I think they want that, I think.
Hmm.
So you do tangent 13.2 degrees. So SOHCAHTOA 75 over X. Or find an angle of elevation of the sun of the building, 125 feet, cast a shadow.
Hmm.
So you want that. So tan theta and X, we'll call it that's 125 over 196. Do the inverse tan, you're good there.
Yeah.
33 plus 29 degrees.
Mhm.
It's 19.8. So you're gonna have to use law of sines for that one. Sine 29 degrees over 19.8 equals sine of 46 degrees over A. Cross multiply, solve, work it out, get the answer.
Mhm.
Can you have you help me with this one here?
All right, so radius. Oh no.
Hold on, just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. What's my radius?
So the radius would be A and B.
No.
Oh, A and D.
Yep. And make
Um,
sure you kind of write as a segment.
and then a
Uh,
C and a B is the chord,
Dead.
and then a
Secant.
secant is a C and E.
You use CB again, but do a line like that.
Yeah.
C would be your tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because tangent touches the circle just once.
Yeah.
All right. 39 is pretty easy. If that's 3072, X is 144 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Here, if that's 4 root 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also 4 root 3. So it's 8 root 3.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's J.
Mm-hmm.
KL. Oh, that JK's diameter. Shoot. So if that's the case, then angle L is a right angle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, should I do scale, but hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So jail's 130 degrees. That's
Mm-hmm.
50 degrees. So KJL, we would 25 degrees would be half of that. So it's half the arc intercepts. Here,
Mm-hmm.
give me a sec. Oh, I'm tripping. Of course, that's two because they're equal distance. Um, then heck. Oh, that's four. That's five. That's five. Yeah, I was just totally tripping there. Okay. So you have six plus, yeah, because they're external tangents. That's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
6 plus 7 plus 9, which get 22.
Mm-hmm.
Angle one's going to be 94 degrees. That's 250. That's 110.
Uh-huh.
Um, so so PQR,
Yeah.
angle PQR is going to be. Are you giving me a formula sheet, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you subtract those two arcs and divide by two.
Uh-huh.
So that's 70 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Here, the center is going to be negative 15, comma 20.
Yeah.
And radius is going to be 10.
Uh-huh.
Here, you can say x plus 1 squared
Yeah.
plus y minus 5 squared equals 64. Nine root 2.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't hear you say, so you're bugging, like my internet's like kind of like cutting
It's
out.
okay. It's okay. So that's Yeah, it's just that's using 45, 45, 90 ratio. So then
Mhm.
the highest 9 root 2 and the base is 12. Actually, we don't even need to put that there. That's good enough. And the base is 12. Then your area is going to be base times height,
Mhm.
or 12 times 9 root 2, which is 108 root 2.
Mhm.
Here you got a kite. So if that's 8, that's 13. Oh, this is the 1/2 D1, D2.
Yeah.
So that's 52.
Mhm.
Let me just double check that. Hold on. Yep, we got it. Okay. Here you can do 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter.
Mhm.
This is called the apothem. It's a hexagon. So what that means is that is you have
Mhm.
3690 ratios
Yeah.
everywhere. Um, so that's 11 over root 3.
Uh-huh.
So it's 22 over root 3. Um, and that's also 11 over root 3. So it's going to be 22 over root 3. That's your base. So it's 1/2
Mhm.
times 11. And you got 6 of them, so times 6 as well. 1/2 and 1/3 and the 6, those cancel. So it should be 22 times 11. Should be
Uh-huh.
242 root 3. Here you got your actually it's not quite a kite, but if that's 13 and 4, you do the area triangle, so that's 1/2 times the base times the height. It's 26. 1/2 times the base is 39. So that's 65.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's 4 and 4 root 3.
Mhm.
So that's 40 root 3. Um, so that's 7.
Uh-huh.
If it's an octagon, that's gonna be 22.5 degrees because
Uh-huh.
45 degrees all the way around.
Yeah.
And then that's 3.5, so I could update that.
Mhm.
And that's a height. So you're going to use some trig. So tangent of
Mhm.
22.5 degrees equals 3.5 over h. If you solve for the height, you get 8.66.
Yeah.
You got 8 of them. So it's 8 times 1/2. The apothem is 8.66. That's the height. And then times the perimeter. Actually, since I'm doing 8 times, I don't need to do. Yeah, just find the base, which is 7. Yeah. And that should get me the answer 242.56.
All right.
Okay. Um, yeah, so if ACB is 36 degrees, you do that over 360 to get what fraction you're dealing with
Mhm.
times the area of the circle.
Yeah.
So 1/10 times 25 pi, which is 2.5 pi,
Yes.
or 5 pi over 2. Okay, for 53, it's that clear. Okay, here, hold on. Try to find scratch paper and so it's not important. I have this. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec to step on scratch paper. Here we go. Okay, start the home stretch here. Circular pizza has diameter 16 inches. Each slice of pizza has centering of 45 degrees. What is the area of each slice of pizza? Well, the radius is 4. So 45 degrees times pi r squared. So you get 2 pi. For 54, you want the height. So 1/2.
Yeah.
You should get 16 for the height if you work that out.
Mhm.
Okay, keep moving. Okay, so remember lateral area is just around, uh,
Mm-hmm.
not the bottom or top.
Yeah.
So you have 8 times 12 twice,
Yeah.
and 20 times 8 twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just do that, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's 512.
Yeah.
The surface area you want to add the top and bottoms. So that's 240 times 2, so just add on a bit more,
Yeah.
plus 480.
Mm-hmm.
The volume is pretty easy, just the base times the height. That's or all the dimensions multiplied together, which is going to be 1920.
Uh-huh.
And don't forget your units,
Uh-huh.
inches cubed, inches squared, inches squared. Um, Here, the radius is 4. The lateral area is 2 pi r h.
Uh-huh.
So that's 8 pi times 11,
Yeah.
88 pi. Surface area is going to add the area of both circles, so plus 2 times 16 pi. So it's
Uh-huh.
32 plus 88. That's 120 pi.
Yeah.
Volume is simply pi r squared h. So it's 16 pi times 11. So it should be 176 pi, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Again, don't forget the units. That's feet cubed,
Uh-huh.
feet squared, and feet squared.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then, excuse me. Oh, goodness. All right. For a pyramid, we'll get the volumes. Let's get the volumes out of the way first. So volume here is 1/3
Mm-hmm.
base times height. Here is 1/3 pi r squared h, which is kind of the same thing because the base is a circle. Here it's 4/3 pi r cubed. And here
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be cylinder, which is pi r squared h plus 1/3 pi r squared h.
Yeah.
It's a different height, h1, h2.
Yeah.
So I calculate the base here at 72
Yeah.
times 8.
Uh-huh.
It's 192. I'm here.
Uh-huh.
That's 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's 24 root 3. That's 8 root 3.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that's 64 times 3 threes will cancel times 24.
Mm-hmm.
Should be 1536 pi meters cubed.
Yeah.
Yep. For 59, that's going to be 4/3 pi times 19 cubed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy number. It's 27,436
Uh-huh.
over 3 pi meters cubed again.
Mm-hmm.
And then here you have a cylinder, so that's pi times 3 squared
Mm-hmm.
times 50 plus 1/3 pi times 3 squared again. If that's 3, 5, that's 4.
Yeah.
So if we work it out, that's 450 pi plus 12 pi, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you have 462. There's no units there, so 462 pi.
Okay.
Then to get the surface area of the sphere, that's 4 pi r squared. 1444 pi meters squared.
Uh-huh.
Lateral area, that's just going to be cylinder and the cone. That's going to be 2 pi r h, so that's 2 pi times 3 times 50 plus pi r l, pi times 3 times 5.
Uh-huh.
So that's 300, 315 pi.
Uh-huh.
And then surface area, you're going to add 315 pi plus 9 pi.
Ah. Ah.
Okay. We're truly at the home stretch here.
How many
Um,
questions do we got left?
just these, just the lateral surface areas for 57, 58. And then I'll share the recording with you when I'm done.
All right, sounds good.
You should rewatch it.
Hmm.
So see, lateral area, you have 8. So if you do this, that's 6. Okay, I'm still gonna give you a nice number. That's 10. So it's all those triangles.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's weird. Should be a square base. I think he messed. I think he meant to put 12 there. So that should be 144. Yeah. So that's 144 divided by 3 times 8. Yeah, it should be a 384. Anyway, um, let's say 10. So it's 60 says 240.
Mm-hmm.
And 240 plus 144.
Mm-hmm.
So 384.
Yeah.
Square inches, square inches. Um, Lateral area, that's pi r l. So if that's 24, that's 8 root 3, that's 16 root 3. So it's pi. Let me just clear a screen here. It's getting too busy now. It's 16 root 3. So it's pi times 8 root 3.
Yeah.
16 root 3. 8 times 16 times 3. You get 384 pi meter squared. And the surface area, um, plus 192, that would be 576 pi.
Cool.
And that's meter squared. Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
all right, perfect timing because I gotta hop out of the call.
All
So,
right. Sounds good.
so yeah,
All
looks
right.
like we're all set.
Yeah.
What plan for, what are your plans for the summer?
Oh, nothing much.
Are you doing travel at all with your parent, with your mom or your dad
Nah,
separately?
I just have lacrosse. That's about it.